Hello everyone, I'm the Latino Gamer, bringing you my review of Portal by Valve. For the first half of the game, there is not much of a story. Your character wakes up inside what you at first might mistake for a hospital. You soon realize that you are a test subject at an Aperture Science Enrichment Center, so you are basically a lab rat. The only voice you ever hear is that of GLaDOS, the computer who guides you through the game. GLaDOS also happens to have a very dark and dry sense of humor.
These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not.
There are no other people to interact with, and the entire game is in first-person view, so you can easily miss the fact that your character is in fact a woman named Shell. This is what this game is all about. Portal is mostly comprised of separate levels that you must navigate through using your special portal gun. This gun is able to create blue and orange portals where you fire it. It also allows you to pick up and drop certain objects. These are the gun's only functions. It is not a straightforward weapon. Awkwardly enough, this probably makes Portal the only contemporary first-person shooter where your primary focus is not killing enemies, as well as one of the few where you play as a woman. If anything, I suppose you could call Portal a first-person puzzle game. Walking through a blue portal causes you to emerge from the orange portal and vice versa. You can only have one of each at a time. Creating another portal causes your previous portal of the same color to disappear. I played the console version and the controls were pretty fitting. For those of you who would prefer keyboard and mouse gameplay, you can get the PC version. Your goal in each level is to reach the end in one piece. At first, this is a simple matter of figuring out where to fire your portals. As you progress through the game, this becomes much more difficult. Some levels include standing turrets that will kill you on sight. Often, you must use your portals to manipulate pads of energy balls flying across the room without getting yourself fried. The closest thing you have to an ally is the companion cube that appears in some levels. You can move your cube around with your portal gun to use it as a step for reaching higher places, and you will often need it to weigh down a large button. Things become more difficult when you find yourself in levels with portal-proof black walls. One technique you will have to master is throwing yourself through portals, which you are able to do because of the way the portals abuse physics. The momentum of an object traveling through a portal is preserved at the other end, even if their direction is not. So, by allowing yourself to fall a long way into one portal, you are able to fly forward out of a perpendicular portal since the momentum of your fall has been redirected. It's like you can fall forwards. And like any good puzzle game, you have to apply what you have learned in more difficult and creative situations as you go on.
This was a triumph.
Some people have openly stated that they believe Portal to be one of the greatest games of recent years. To be perfectly honest, I think that gives this game a little too much credit. Portal is a great game, although not one of my favorites. I will, however, say that it is most definitely one of the most original games in years. There really is no other game like Portal. I would say the closest thing we have ever had is the Metal Gear Solid VR Missions Pack because of the mission-based level structure. Portal is to us gamers what Napoleon Dynamite is to our generation as a whole. A cult hit that, for everything you may not like about it, is just so charming that you cannot help but be endeared to it. I could go on, but I would rather not spoil the second half of the game. Suffice it to say that the ending is probably one of the most enjoyable ever. It is so delightfully disturbing, you cannot help but chuckle along nervously. Considering that the ending theme to a game is usually your last impression, it is no huge surprise that this game has received the praise that it has. The PC version is digitally distributed through Valve's Steam service. At stores, it goes for only $10 now, although all you receive is a code for downloading the game through Steam, so it is the same deal. The console version is included in the orange box since it is apparently considered part of Half-Life canon. I recommend everybody play this game at least once. It is actually a very short game at only a few hours, so you can easily play through it if you have a day off. Rent or borrow it if you are not even a fan of Half-Life or puzzle games, but you owe it to yourself to play through it if only to be aware of why everybody keeps telling you that the cake is a lie. Thank you for listening, and happy gaming.
Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke, haha, that chance. Anyway, this cake is great, it's so delicious.